This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Hey, yo.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomatic.com, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else we find this fine audio recording and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel, where we guarantee that we will have something of substance to talk about, right, Junior? Also, we talk about professional wrestling both in the mainstream and in the independent scene. My name is Matty J. That is TWK.
Hello, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast.
That's literally what he did opening the show. And good Lord, why would you just leave it at that? Also joining us, ladies and gentlemen, is Shintigercurl.
Oh shit, it's dim sum time. And it looks like I picked the wrong week to stop drinking Mio.
Looks like I picked the wrong time to quit drinking mead. Curse you, technology. Well, I'm live. Last I checked. Hell, they never heard me.
I assume.
And Emma, Matty did. Oh my God, Matty didn't screw up today. Shh. Yet. This is me we're talking about, for God's sakes. Yeah, we're early. Because, good Lord, we're going to need the extra couple of minutes. Started at around 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, man, oh, man. I thought a particular thing that happened on Monday, paired with a couple of things that happened on Sunday, and here I thought, it's just going to be that. It's going to be a nice mosey. We'll talk about Slammiversary. Then the Wall Street Journal fucking happened. In a good way, to be fair. And now at the end of the week, it's the end of the WWE universe, and surprisingly enough, I feel fine. I don't know about you guys, though.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Slammiversary indeed is this weekend. I thought, hey, that's going to be something to talk about. They got a good card as per usual. It's Impact. Usually their pay-per-view offerings, at least on paper, are the good shit. But we begin with, innocently enough, I was not going to change my mind on Clip of the Week no matter what. Lots of good stuff on Wednesday, but we have to go back to Sunday and Dominion, which was in Osaka-jo Hall. We got a new heavyweight champion in Jay White. We have a new U.S. champ in Will Ospreay. And Zack Sabre Jr. went on rant mode. Take a listen.
Speak with you guys, huh? Senshu. Last week, after Budokan, I was trying to be nice and subtle. I hummed the theme to Final Countdown, very beautifully. But I changed the lyrics. Are we heading to Venus? But I changed it to, are we heading to Chicago? Presumably because I've got the voice of an angel. You bastards edited it out, didn't you? So, no more time for subtlety. American Dragon. Oh, dragon bollocks. Can you take some time out your busy golfing schedule with the Blackpool Country Club to find out who the best technical wrestler in the world is. But I'll tell you now, darling, it's fucking me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I played this exact clip to Mildred the Monk. The first words out of his mouth of the monk. See, I screwed up already, Enigma. Hook it straight into my veins.
Oh boy.
ZSJ versus Amdrag. Book it, Dano. Oh boy, we will get to the good shit eventually. We will talk. We will discuss Dynamite and the fact that Jay White doesn't want Hangman or Adam Cole to be. Who does he want? We'll discuss that later. Oh, but we got a pile of news. Teed up. I'm assuming. I don't know. Do we want to tackle this by impact of disaster, or do we do this chronologically? Because I believe the thing to do would be chronological at this point.
Well, if you want to do it chronologically, first up, we got to talk about the new champion in New Japan. That's what I'm talking about. Bullet Club getting a new belt. That's right, they got it. They own it. It's Carl Anderson with the never open weight title.
Yeah.
I approve.
Yes. Carl Anderson.
Suck it, Tama Tonga.
Hey, well, you know, it's Tama Tonga versus Carl Anderson will be a good one-on-one food.
That's what Tama gets for betraying Bullet Club.
He didn't
Or getting betrayed. He got kicked out for being Tama Tonga.
He got kicked out for betraying
No,
Bullet Club.
the thing that escapes my mind is like, you do know that you're going to have to face Haku eventually. Like, he will want to murder somebody in Bullet Club.
Bullet Club can take Haku. I mean, they could throw fucking Captain New Japan at him at this point.
And
Sure.
that right, are you sure you're not on drugs, T-Dub? You say you're straight edge, but
like this is Haku. This is not, you know, the sons or cousins. This is Haku. This is Mang. Golden and Spike for the sins. Do not fuck with Mang. Mang.
Now,
Dude.
he needs
The
a
people
cane to
in
get
Blood
around.
Culture knew, even in his old age, Mang has been known to murderize people.
He walks around with a cane now. He's got
T-Dub, Haku could be dead in the ground for over 1,000 years, his body turned to dust, and I still wouldn't fuck with him.
what? Oh, come on.
T-Dub,
so
that's not a
ridiculous.
cane, that's an assisted weapon at this point. This
Look
is
at me,
Mang.
I'm Haku.
This is
I
Mang. This
used
is
to be-
Haku.
I used to be a big wrestler back in 1879.
You know what? To God and everybody involved, his words, not ours. We'll hold him if you need us to hold him. Okay. But we are not involved. We are simply. He is saying those words. We are not.
Nevertheless, the biggest news, of course, coming out of New Japan was the fact that we have a winner and new International Wrestling Grand Prix World Heavyweight Champion, the Switchblade, Jay White.
I understand a lot of people. Are for, well. Why screw us out of Okada? Well, Okada don't want to go to the States right now. I don't. I mean, if he's got a kid. You know what? The only thought I have is may his run not be cursed. Danhausen or otherwise.
At least not as cursed as the U.S. belt has been.
Same thing for Will Ospreay, though. That as a last fuck you, apparently Juice Robinson's keeping the belt.
So that they're running with that storyline, and the real reason why they had to vacate the belt is because Juice Robinson had his appendix taken out.
He had emergency surgery. He had appendicitis, so there's that.
That cannot
And
feel
then
pleasant.
brought it up. Okada has a baby on the way. Hey, he wants to stick around while the wifey is in labor. Fair enough.
Doing the whole Vegeta thing. I
Yeah.
can respect that.
It's bad fucking timing, but it is what it is. And whoever Jay White faces, I'm fairly certain it will be a banger.
All right, next we have the first bit of unfortunate news, which is the fact that Jeff Hardy, drunk driving once again. God damn it. God damn it, Jeff.
Put the nail on the head here, folks. I know some of you want to be sympathetic. If you want to, fair play. But I am of the same mental thought as Solid Monster, JD from New York, and everybody that's saying enough is enough. Get him out of there and keep him out until he gets his shit straight.
At this point, he should not be back in the ring until next year at the soonest.
At the very soonest. He needs rehab. He needs to iron out any legal BS he has to iron out, including going to jail for drinking 3 times over the legal limit in, if I'm correct here, the same county where Tammy Sitch killed someone doing the same goddamn thing.
Basically, yeah.
I have a question. I have so many questions. I've actually watched the dash cam footage of his arrest, and I'm like, why would you drink fireballs at 10:30 in the morning and then get behind over a wheel? Whose car was that? Who was he drinking with?
I know.
Who allowed him to get behind the wheel?
I know that wasn't Jeff's car because it didn't have the breathalyzer on it.
It was a rental.
It was a rental car, yeah.
Right,
And
so
a condition of his license was he needs a breathalyzer in the car. Now, there's a system where you need to be absolutely sober, you need to blow into it, and that's the only way the system will allow you to operate the vehicle.
Plus, he technically doesn't have a license right now. How did they let him rent a car without a license?
Here's what happens. The rental company looked at it and went, this is definitely a license. They didn't look at the fact that it was revoked or suspended or whatever. They saw that it was a license and they said, here's your car.
I'm going to say this. And a lot of people always say, you blame AEW, you blame the Fed, you blame the... Folks, it doesn't matter. The Fed is scot-free. AEW did Tony Khan did the one thing he could. Suspended him without pay. You don't get to come back until you're clean and sober and can fucking prove it. And not by just a piece of paper that says you're sober. This is entirely on Jeff Hardy. That is his decision.
Yeah, it's on Jeff Hardy. It's not on Matt Hardy. It's not on Rebby. They're not his babysitters.
And
folks,
but this also makes WWE look bad, even though they technically didn't do anything wrong when it came to Jeff. Because what I mean to say is, when this shit went out, Warner Media, I think that's the name of the people who technically have the TV rights to AEW stuff.
Yeah,
they pretty much said, pull everything that he's ever doing.
Actually, there's a correction on that. It's Tony Khan who went to Warner Media, says pull any advertisement of Jeff Hardy. He's not going to be in the match, obviously.
Okay. Still, and then,
I saw the same thing. I saw the same thing you did, but it was corrected by SRS, I think, by Sean Ross Sapp, if I remember correctly. But this was a directive from AEW to cancel the advertisement, and I think at that point that was an obvious move to make.
Yeah. And yet Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, I don't care. Jimmy Uso, he gets pinched for drunken driving. He stays on TV and gets rewarded for his misbehavior.
I'm going to stop you right there. I know we want to shit on the Fed, and believe me, we will. This does not regard the Fed. The Fed is separate from this for me right now. This is about Jeff Hardy.
I know.
I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I'm just saying at this point, this is not apples and oranges. This is not blame this, blame that. This is strictly blame Jeff Hardy. Doing anything but blaming Jeff Hardy in this particular situation is deflecting.
I'm not deflecting anything. I'm just saying. I'm just making this comparison. But yeah, Jeff, this has been going on for the last 20 years. 20 years, 2 decades. He's been wrestling longer than some of the AEW staff have been alive. and he's done this in 3 separate companies now. There has to come a point, because this can't keep happening, because next time, and I pray to God there's not a next time, because next time he might end up becoming the next Tammy Sitch, or worse.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No.
Nobody wants that.
But you know what I want? Like someone said in the chat and on Twitter, Mox needs to sit his ass down and lay it out to him full bore.
And to Nick him in the chat, I highly doubt they're going to have Roman Reigns drop a world title on a random episode of SmackDown, even if it is an attempt to distract everyone. Like,
so for the record, if you guys want to ask questions, let's get to the we'll talk about the wrestling stuff later. We're talking about some serious shit right now. So anyone to go, have you talked about that? We will do so eventually. If not, there's the VOD. At this point, I want to keep this on the subjects at hand. We will discuss them when they are discussed.
Yeah. Oh hell, I just remembered something. There is one person on the entire roster who can give him the best advice he needs to clean his act up, and that's one Jake Roberts.
Oh, if there's anyone who's put himself through the ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He nearly wrecked his entire legacy due to substance abuse, and it's only thanks to the saint of professional wrestling, DDP, that he's not only clean, but he's still with us.
Basically, yeah, and
he might need DDP at that point. But does Jeff want it? Does Jeff truly want to be sober, or does he want to be California sober? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all on Jeff Hardy, and as I said before, Matt and Rebby can only help him so much. They're not his caretakers. They can only do, and I'll never understand why people have to think, oh, why isn't Matt and Rebby? Why aren't they watching him every minute of every day? Like, they have their own lives. They have their own families to watch over.
Jeff Hardy. Go ahead.
I'll say they can't just watch over him all the time. They have their own lives to live.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy is not a fucking child. He is a grown-ass man, and he has to deal with the decisions that he makes as a grown-ass man. Unfortunately, those decisions are stupid decisions that could cost him everything.
Literally everything. They could send him to jail for several years if he keeps screwing up.
A lot of people are saying he should have been fired. The right thing to do was to suspend him without pay. So he still has a contract. He has a home if he wishes to come back. But with the stipulation of clean, sober, and stay that way. Yeah, and as soon as he goes for the rehab, and it's 6 months later, it's next year. He's ready for the comeback for the final run. You sit him. I have Tony Khan sit down with Jeff Hardy and lay it down. You pulled that shit again. Contract cut.
Thank you.
There is blackballed at that point.
This point, yeah, this has happened many times, but this is the first time happening under AEW. So this is a warning to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Next time, he won't be. There will be no final run for the Hardy Boys. He will be gone, and no one will touch him.
And it will be his fault.
Oh well.
And Hairball, yes, I don't know that. I'm simply speculating. And of course, so is Enigma. He said if Jeff was fired, he'd just go back to Impact. No, they're smart enough to look at that and go, no.
Well, not Impact. I have no doubt that there are some real carny promoters that probably would hire him without any.
And they would wind up on the fucking loser list at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, without doubt.
Yeah, it'd have to be some no-name promotion that's really, really regional or citywide promotion anyway that barely anyone's ever heard of at that point. No major promotion would pick up Jeff Hardy.
Not if he keeps up this behavior, no.
Yeah.
All right, now
on to other news. Let's see here. What do I have next?
Y'all thought that was the top thing, and that was going to be the thing, and then we go to happy shit, but no.
Let's see. Next year, I have Sasha Banks released. So
this started with Raj Giri on Twitter going, the guy from Wrestling Inc. Of course, he goes pretty much hearing he was hearing things about Sasha Banks getting fired, getting released. Now it's been at the time it was debunked up until I want to say 15 minutes ago, just about.
Yeah, I saw Russell Votes talk about it. You saw Sean Ross Sapp talk about it.
Sean Ross Sapp. Let me bring up the thing. 'Cause Twitter crashed on my phone there.
Just Alex did a stream like 30 minutes ago before we went live,
Yeah.
and he talked about it. He said it.
It's all but confirmed. Let me read the Sean Ross Sapp the tweet thread. It's only 2 of them. Quote, latest on Sasha Banks, a lot of very well-connected people are saying that she has been released. At least one talent and one big backstage name believe it. WWE haven't confirmed this to me personally and haven't informed any informed people that are usually made aware of this as of yet. In short, I can't confirm that she is, but some pretty important people are of the belief she is. Sorry if I can't provide more clarity, but I'm asking every day, multiple times a day. End quote. So, she's all but officially gone.
Yeah, I believe Sean Ross, no, it was Dave Meltzer, who last night said that her legal team was trying to get her released, her attorneys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So she's got a legal team saying, fucking release her, and the Fed going, fuck you. So that's going to take about a couple of days.
Couple weeks, but it looks like Sasha Banks and the Fed are done, and I'm hoping to see more of Mercedes Varnado on The Mandalorian.
One could only hope.
Please.
Or some other project in Hollywood.
Ooh, maybe, yes. All I know is she is tailor-made to be the next big action star. And she's still young. She's only 30 years old.
She can go only up from here. But yeah, this is if and when she does get released, it is going to be a massive loss for the WWE.
I mean, let's be honest. It is a massive loss right now. Let's be honest. If by some miracle WWE retained Sasha Banks, do you think I'll fucking quote Arnold Schwarzenegger, but in True Lies, you damaged goods lady.
At this point, she'd be foolish to go back because they've shown they have little to no respect for her, or her dedication to professional wrestling. She is probably the most underrated and underutilized member of the Four Horsewomen in the entire company.
All right, here's what Andrew Zarian at Figure 4 Online said about the situation. He says, in their minds, they could clone Sasha with somebody else and have her fit the role. Ain't no problem. It's not a role you're playing. It's a role with mid-level actors. Everybody's a mid-level actor, except for Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, or Cody Rhodes. Those guys are the stars. End quote.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. It should be everybody that could get over should be a star, like in AEW.
And basically everywhere else, like every other promotion, everyone feels a lot more important and non-interchangeable than in WWE, where outside of a few names, everyone else is just a body to fill a spot on the roster just for the sake of it.
Punk said it best in his pipe bomb years ago. WWE is not a company; it's a machine.
Yeah,
it'll keep making money despite itself.
Yeah,
that pipe bomb, that CM Punk pipe bomb all these years ago.
Yep, everyone's just
aging like fine fucking wine.
Everyone's just a spoke on the wheel, according to McMahon. Just a spoke on the wheel.
They could have every match on an entire pay-per-view be a Kennel from Hell match, and they would still make money. Sad but true.
Because at this point, they're not making money from the pay-per-views. They're not making money from the network. They're making money from big behind-the-scenes money deals.
The big TV deals and the Saudi Arabia deals. The blood
so
money, brother.
They could just have like 2,000 to 3,000 people in every arena going forward for the next few years.
And they would not give a fuck.
Which is really sad because...
Speaking of Vince McMahon...
Well, might as well get to it.
Yeah, so, may as well. Holy shit.
Yeah, according to Wall Street Journal, Vince McMahon apparently paid a $3 million settlement with an NDA to keep an affair hush-hush.
All right. This is a long one, folks. Now, it starts with Vince and the hush money. Now, and for a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Vince is done. Vince is done for now." But I think I'm with JD from New York on this one. But Monday, normal day. Tuesday, normal day. Wednesday, the Wall Street Journal says exactly that. The alleged there's an alleged hush money situation where Vince paid a former paralegal $3 million, or $1 million now, a couple of millions down the line, to shut up about an affair. No, that's bad enough for going, that's not good. We've heard worse, unfortunately. But it's pretty bad. A few days later, or an investigation is launched into that, because not only was there $3 million, apparently there was a raise. Now, here's the thing. The $3 million, out of Vince's pocket. Technically, nothing wrong with that. Immoral, unethical, fucked up, but legally, fair. The raise, though, that's company funds.
Company don't like it when you play around with their money.
Yeah, especially when there's a board of directors and some stockholders and some shareholders going, you did what with who now?
Especially if it's for a piece of tail.
Although it should be noted that Vince still owns a majority voting power, I believe.
He does. He has 80% of the, quote, B stock. And this is, I believe it is speculation, but it is coming now. It is speculation, but for the most part, the investigation will figure out if it is from Vince's money or if he took the money from the Fed. But the concern, I think, at that point isn't the $3 million; it's the $100,000 pay raise, because that's company money.
Also, according to some investigations, Johnny Ace and Kevin Dunn may have dabbled in insider trading.
Now, if they were part of the board, yeah, that's insider trading. But if they were not, they're not in too much deep shit. This, at that point, Laurinaitis is fucked.
He's fucked anyways. Like,
yeah,
because
here's what happened. Amidst the investigation, I'm like, okay, this is something. I wake up thinking, okay, it's bad. Vince McMahon steps down as CEO and chairman. What?
Literally the biggest story of the last 25, maybe even 50 years in terms of wrestling.
Now, it's not a permanent. As of this recording, as of 8:44 p.m. on June 17th, 2022, Eastern Standard Time, if you want to be pedantic about it. As of right now, it's temporary. Vince says, hey, I'm going to get out of the way to just to, give the people investigating a chance to not get me screaming in their goddamn ear every 5 fucking minutes.
And as JC points out, Vince is still in charge of creative.
Yeah, he's still running the show from the TV standpoint. So the show's still going to be shit. But the wrinkle here is who he named as the interim chairman and CEO.
Here comes Nick Khan. He's dusting off his suit. He's straightening his tie.
Or should I say chairwoman Stephanie McMahon.
And his heart is broken.
Queen Dime with the Queen Dime now. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-dong now. Here comes Stephanie. Get Queen Dime down.
Wait, stop right. Vince back on TV?
Wait, what?
Samurai says, and he's on TV now.
Well, he was on TV to open the show, and all he says, welcome to SmackDown. Literally, that was it.
Yep, that was it. Like, all the anticipation. What is he going to say? And now, forever, welcome to SmackDown. And then he just walks away.
A rating pop. And Cyber Rider, at this point, we just watched the 5 minutes of him going, all right, well, he got the rating. Fuck off.
Well, at least we didn't contribute to it, if you know what I mean. I think you do.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Yep, and as we were about to discuss, Stephanie McMahon. Wow.
And for those running, yes, she was being buried, and now she's running the whole goddamn kit and caboodle. At least in a public fashion. JD said it best. Is like right now, it's he's letting Stephanie run. Everything's going to go down. People are getting fired, and then he gets reinstalled back as chairman and CEO.
My, how the turntables.
How the shrew has turned. Looks like the upper hand is on the other foot.
Indeed. It just, this definitely now, like, I'm pretty sure everyone, the moment this happened, like, everyone was thinking, okay, it's going to be Nick Khan and whoop, Russo swerve, Stephanie.
Sorry, bro, but we gotta go with the tits and ass, bro. It's just what the people want, bro.
Also, I've been hearing reports that apparently she doesn't get along with Kevin Dunn, so if she has real control...
Kevin Dunn better not cut every guy 5 goddamn minutes.
I believe you mean 5
let's not
seconds.
be that pedantic.
I believe you mean 5 seconds. Or 3 seconds. This guy
Or
is just,
2 seconds if there's a punch thrown.
The beaver better get his shit in order. By beaver, I mean Kevin Dunn.
Yeah.
So, that's what we are.
8:46 p.m. Sean Ross Sapp, numerous talent at WWE SmackDown believes Sasha Banks has been released, and both sides are just holding off on a statement. WWE has not confirmed the report as of yet. Originally, it was reported as by Raj Giri. I'll keep working for details on that more solid confirmation.
And the hits to WWE keep coming, as reported, I believe, yesterday.
Yep.
Randy Orton will be out for the rest of the year with a back injury.
Yeah, he's been complaining, and right now he's taking it off. They're hoping rehab will just fix it. But if surgery is involved, he's done for the year at least.
Yeah.
And he's been talking in interviews for a longest time about how doing the RKO for all these decades has really worn on his back, because he would always leap as high as he could, just feet into the air like no one else could hit the RKO. And that takes a toll.
Yeah.
And that's just one less person that Roman Reigns can wrestle.
Which makes me think, why didn't they save this match with Riddle for a pay-per-view? Since they... Oh, man. Like, who is Roman going to wrestle at SummerSlam now? Because he can't wrestle Drew. That's going to be at Clash of the Castle. So I imagine...
Riddle's going to lose, and apparently, according to Heyman, if he loses to Roman, so long as Roman is the champ, he can't challenge again. They're writing themselves... Of all the times to not write themselves into a corner, they do it.
I have to imagine it has to be Lashley. He's the only one left. Because Big E is still injured.
Yeah. And you don't even know if he's going to be able to come back.
Yeah, that's still a question mark. So, like, the only main event guy they have left is Lashley. That's it. That's literally it.
Yeah, but they have to rebuild him up pretty quickly since he was still in that mess with Omos, so...
Yeah. Unless they can somehow magically, out of nowhere, like, somehow pull Braun Breaker from NXT and just give him the best 2-month build-up you've ever seen in your life.
And they're going to fuck it up in the first week. You watch.
Or they just not fuck up with Walter, because he's the only one I would consider Biblically
new IC champ. If there's anyone that could put some class on that championship, it would be Walter.
But they cannot fuck him up if that's the way they go. They
so
cannot.
You're saying what they shouldn't do is give him a clown nose and have him start dancing to a random hip-hop beat from the 1997.
What they shouldn't do is put him in lederhosen, have a giant-ass beer stein, and start polka dancing.
He's not even German.
Let's be honest with each other, though. They already fucked it up by calling him Gunther.
But hold on. Shin, he can't do all that because he's not even German.
He's Austrian. That's close enough for the Fed.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I fear that might actually be in his future if they don't give him that main event run. I fear that might actually... Oh, no. Oh,
I would pay actual money to see Walter chop Roman Reigns, see how he sells it.
That would be one hell of a match, though. Like, just
that's an interest right there.
No, he would... Here's how it would go. He would chop Roman in the chest. Roman would no-sell it. And then he would pull a George Carlin talking about cats.
Wait, what?
There was a skit where George Carlin talked about how cats seem to just walk off injuries, but as soon as they go, as soon as no one's around, they go, "Fucking meow, fucking meow." And that's
Yeah,
exactly
okay,
what
now I
Roman would
remember
say.
now.
That's exactly what Roman would say as soon as he's behind in Gorilla. He's like, fucking meow. Fucking meow.
He's like, hey, Roman, are you okay, pal? Ow. Fuck.
Let's see. Next up on the list we got here. Rest in peace, Dave Hebner just recently released that one half of the Hebner twins,
Yeah.
refereeing icons, has passed away.
Refereeing
Nothing to
dynasty
add
right
there.
Refereeing dynasty right there.
Yeah, Dave Hebner, best known for refereeing the legendary match between Ricky Steamboat and Randy Savage. And of course, the big Hebner twins controversy from Saturday night's main event. That would eventually cause the WWF title to be vacated and then decided in a tournament that'll be won by the Macho Man himself.
Yes, sir. Cream of the crop.
Which also, I think, wasn't this also the event that's facilitated on Big Boss Man's face turn?
I don't know. That's before my time, so my memory's kind of jumbled with events and when they happened during then. So maybe
Can I say that?
I'm sure someone
You're
will
thinking
correct
about it, though.
me. All right, so next up here we have Bubba. We cover that. That. Next up on our list. It's finally out. The Retromania Wrestling update is finally out on Nintendo Switch. So go play as Chris Bay, play in the new arenas, get some quality of life updates, all for FREE free. It's now available. I played a bit myself today. Good stuff. Glad the update's here, and I can't wait till the next one. It's going to be good stuff.
Sweet. Just read something on Facebook here. This from Cult to Kayfabe on Facebook. Something interesting and funny. Jeff Jarrett is a new senior vice president of live events in WWE. If Vince McMahon relinquished all creative control and other duties when he stepped down as CEO earlier, that means the founder of Impact Wrestling could have had more power in WWE than Vince himself.
That's right. You didn't think I'd take over, did you? The long plan pays off. Ain't I great?
Nah. Listen up, McMahon. Slap nuts.
It's time for another world title run for JEWF, JARR, EWT. What's that spell, Jeff Jarrett? Ain't I great?
Never drew a dime.
Never drew
You know what drew
10,000
many dimes,
guitars, never drew a dime.
You know what drew many dimes? Do you know what drew all of the dimes?
Well, who drew all the dimes?
The Rock, as he defeated Diamond Dallas Page for the weekend to start. That's right. Do not even talk to me before the weekend starts. It's all about the Wrestling Games Grand Prix. As The Rock defeated
banger,
Diamond
by
Dallas
the way.
Page in a People's Champion versus People's Champion match. Wrestling Games Grand Prix Championship. It was back and forth. DDP kicked out of not one, but two finishers. The Rock had to hit multiple rock bombs to keep him down. However, DDP, he got a little cocky, got a little ahead of himself, tried to rock bottom of his own. The Rock said, son, and he hit DDP with one final rock bottom. 1, 2, 3. That is it. It is over. Still champion.
Second title defense. Good on him. Can he beat the record established by the Tribal Cheeks?
Ooh.
Or will the Tribal Cheeks try to get in the way?
Well, Goldberg tried to get in the way, but he ended up becoming a non-factor in the end.
Yeah.
And then for the multiversal title, we saw Pac-Man defeat Pepsi Machine
For the Multiversal Championship. Now, for those wondering, now WGGP, how it works, the original championship was all CPU games, so it's a computer controlled on both opponents, and games have to be selected where the champion and challenger were both in it. There were no CAWs. the Multiversal Championship, any goddamn thing goes. CAW, all that jazz.
It's CAW's only for the Multiversal title.
Yeah.
And just when he thought he was safe as the champion, he received his first challenger not 1 minute after winning the belt. My boy, Popeye the Sailor Man.
Toot toot!
I saw what you did to that poor Pepsi machine. I can't, that's all I can stand. I can't stand no more.
However, Popeye would not be standing as Pac-Man would successfully defend the championship.
He got his shit pushed in, and I am sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know you. Popeye is an old favorite of yours, Shin. You're hoping he'd get that one last run at top, but is always sometime in the future.
But I already know who has to face Pac-Man for the Multiversal title.
Dr. Wily?
No.
Oh.
So he will get revenge for the Pepsi machine. I'm talking about Pepsi Man.
Dun 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 dun.
I hope somebody made a
dun.
Pepsi Man for Action Arcade Wrestling. Please.
Pepsi Man versus Pac-Man. No. Pac-Man versus Sonic the Hedgehog versus Mario. Triple threat.
Oh, that could be one hell of a match.
And on commentary, Koopa Coop.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Why are they giving that fat Italian bastard a title shot? Instead of wrestling for fake titles, he needs to be at home with a real woman like Peach. But unfortunately, she's not at home. She's in Bowser's castle, getting it from a real man.
But Koopa Coot, isn't King Bowser not a man?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I admit, King Koopa isn't a man. He's a fucking god in the sack. And Mario is just a sack of shit, because he lives in a fucking pipe house.
No. Well, I never knew Bowser had a Val Venus gimmick. You know, he would roar, you know, in translation, it'd be, "Hello, ladies."
How do you think he got the Koopalings?
Well, moving on, we have AEW Dynamite, which started with Jericho defeating Ortiz in a hair versus hair match via interference from Fuego del Sol.
Don't I wish I had that level of no selling ability sometimes. Jesus. Anyway.
It was actually a pretty good opener.
Yeah.
Red hot. Crowd was red hot for it.
Crowd was there all night for AEW. To be fair.
For the most part. But yeah, I was expecting Jericho actually to lose because he's already got bald spots, and he does seem the type of wrestler that wouldn't mind getting shade for a gimmick.
But I'm going to have to repeat JD's sentiments. I just can't imagine Chris Jericho bald.
We've already seen him with really short hair before, so I could see it.
Short hair is one thing. Bald?
I know, but I don't know, something about it, just Jericho being old school. I could see him doing it just for the laughs. And I could just think of like all the skits he would do as a bald guy. And by the way, shout out to William Regal on commentary, who was salivating at the idea of Jericho being bald. We have to wear a wig. I wonder if he has an afro. It would be absolutely marvelous.
We're not going to get it then now, but you know what? Ideas are planted for sure. Ortiz lost. He took his loss like a man. Cut his own hair. Eddie Kingston picked up the microphone. Hey, yo, monkey, tell him what it is. And he's literally with the razor up on his head. Blood and guts. Blood and guts. Blood and guts.
As a man who cuts his own hair, he actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah, outside of just blading himself a little bit, yeah, he did.
He did blade himself a tad.
Yeah,
but that did add to the the insanity of the moment. And we also have a new member of Jericho Appreciation Society, Fuego del Sol.
who later removed the mask to reveal himself as Sammy Guevara.
Ooh, what? What? Fuego del Sol was Sammy Guevara this whole time?
I should have known. Fuego's ass is not that flat. Sammy Guevara is actually concave.
Oh,
no, it's not that concave.
It is concave. You could literally hide from a rainstorm under his lack of an ass.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, Jake Hager's ass is concave. Sammy Guevara is just flat.
At least Wardlow can grab Jake Hager's ass. What the fuck can Tay grab? His spine? There's nothing there.
Well, clearly must be something there, as he and Ty have a quite fruitful relationship, as it seems, because they two just can't stop making out when every single opportunity. Nevertheless, next we got Wardlow versus the Plaintiffs, which started with a People's Court parody.
Which we watched. Yes.
Unfortunately, though, the match itself killed the crowd.
Yeah, like the idea was all the power bombs and no one got the memo.
And unfortunately, like, the crowd just, after like 5 or 6 power bombs, the crowd just started slowly going downhill with this match. And they wouldn't get back into the segment up until the MMA guys got in the ring and they threw Mike Sterling over to Wardlow. And he powerbombed Sterling. Like, that got the biggest pop out of the segment.
So the good news there, at least for now, this is literally a done deal. And after tonight, I hope it is. If Smart Mark shows up, I'm literally going to tweet Tony Khan, Dear Tony, and Smart Mark. Stop. Gimmick's dead.
Yeah, he should really... It does seem like he's going to be focused on the TNT title soon, which he should hopefully win.
That would be the thing.
Can I just say I'm just happy to see Matt Hughes healthy and alive.
He didn't define healthy because he exactly didn't look like he was hopping around that well.
Considering what the guy went through a few years ago, I'm just glad that he's alive.
That's true. He did take a truck head on.
A train.
Train, yes.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see the guy active and alive. That's all. I'm just happy.
He got struck. The limp and all that stuff. That's permanent damage. He's gonna have that forever. When I saw him, no, you dumb fucks. Why would you have Matt fucking Hughes step into a wrestling ring? He can't even move. He can barely fucking move.
Tyrone Woodley, however, on the other hand, looked a lot more mobile, so he made a lot more sense.
He didn't lose to one of the Paul brothers. So on a legitimacy level, not so much.
We don't talk about that, Matty. We don't talk about that.
I know, but it should be put together. Like, AEW makes it sound like a big deal. It's not.
How come they didn't just get GSP? He would have done it.
Yeah, he would have done it.
Come on, what? Think about it like this:
slap Smart Mark Sterling into an armbar. Why not?
Or at least the image of Wardlow standing opposite next to Batroc the Leaper.
If only they had a way to get GSP. That'll give him a lot of legitimacy.
Or Anderson Silva.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you want some legitimacy right there, boom. 2 legends.
I would say Fedor.
How about Quentin Rampage Jackson? He's got some clout still, I think.
Just don't ask him to cut a promo. He can't.
That's Mr. Daniel Lambert's specialty at this point.
Move on to our next segment. We got the second best match of the night with Will Ospreay versus Dax the Axe Harwood.
Match of the fucking night.
Second best match of the night.
You're thinking the ladder match?
Yes.
Fair. Still no.
Okay.
No. This match was match of the night. I'm sorry.
Best straight up wrestling match of the night.
Fair. That's a compromise.
All right.
And I'm really happy that Dax is getting some shine. He has really created a vast body of just quality singles work this entire year.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, it feels like every singles match he has, it's going to be a banger. Like, Punk and then this. I wonder what's next for him. Like, at this point, if he wasn't dedicated to be a tag team wrestler, which he 100% is, I mean, this guy could have gone for some singles gold, but if nothing else, just another reason to eventually give FTR another run with the tag belts in the future.
Mm-hmm. If he keeps on doing singles matches like this for the rest of the year, he'd be in close contention for Wrestler of the Year in my book.
Dax? Yeah.
However, much of the talking points came what happened after the match, as Empire ended up coming down to the ring to brawl, and then some Chaos people came down as well, turned into a big fight, and then
Pixie's "Where Is My Mind" hit. Roof flies off. Out comes freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, strolling down.
I love how he just walks past Will Ospreay, not even paying attention. I'm like, you're not even worth my time.
And then he turns around and Ospreay turns around. It's the stare down. You think you're special?
You do.
Stare
I can
down.
see it in your eyes.
Stare down, and it's later confirmed. Ospreay versus OC. Now, did we want Naito? Yeah, we wanted Naito, but look. Ospreay versus Cassidy is going to be if that's not match of the night, it'll be one fucking A.
It's gonna, in my opinion, sleeper.
One thing that's not going to be a sleeper is our next match, which you got a video package of, Mox and Tanahashi, which was followed by a face-to-face where Mox, of course, did a majority of the talking.
Of course. I expected that.
But before Tanahashi could say any words, Jericho interrupted, and he said he should be in the match for the world title.
Then why weren't you here last week, fucker?
He was on family vacation.
Should have been booked. Anyway. No,
and
of
then,
course, yeah.
The best segment of the night happened where he orders Suzuki-gun to attack, and who attacks them?
Lance Archer and El Desperado!
Despy is here! Yeah, baby!
Desperado.
And he goes on the mic. He says, Minoru Suzuki, Chris Jericho, and Lance Archer, I believe what he said.
It's Suzuki, Jericho, and Guevara versus Kingston, Shooter, and Yuta at Forbidden Door.
Shooter!
Shooter! Makes sense. I'm happy for Shooter.
So, of course, they end up eventually getting cleaned out of the ring, and it ended with another face-to-face with Mox and Tanahashi. So yeah, they're really hyping up the New Japan stuff here, and then we got.
So I'll say this. Clever way of this. I don't know if it was a clever way to disguise Ace Hiroshi Tanahashi's poor English skills. He's not fluent in English. That's just the reality of the situation there.
Yeah, I didn't. Anyone who knows Tanahashi would have not expected him to do any kind of talking.
He did tell Jericho to shut up, so he has that going for him.
And that got a pop.
That's all you need from Tana.
That's all you need. Mox did his work. Jericho did the fuck up. Hiroshi got a pop. Done and dusted. And we got a bonus match out of the deal. Why not?
Then we got a Darby Red Dragon promo package. So suppose we'll see a rematch between Darby and one of the members of Red Dragon in the future.
That is that's Bobby Fish versus Darby Allin this evening.
Ah, cool.
They're in the Rampaji.
Then we got Toni Storm promo backstage. Talking about how important it is for her to defeat Britt Baker finally. And then, Matty, I feel so bad for you. I feel so bad for you, Matty, as your boy Ethan Page was served up as a sacrifice to Miro.
He put up a fight. I told you guys to watch the Road to St. Louis.
I forgot to.
Folks, Ethan Page cut a hell of a promo. One of the lines was, Jesus Christ, where's Ethan Page on a cross? And cut to the fucking Scorpius guy going, Wah!
Also, I love the sign in the crowd that says, God prays to Miro. And yeah, this match was a lot more competitive than I thought it would be. And one of the things I enjoyed about it is we actually got to see Miro work as a babyface. Like, in this match, Miro was working as a non-ambiguous 100% white meat babyface.
Still retain that hard-ass, crazy edge of his.
Oh yes, in a way that only Miro can do. And of course, it ends with a game over. Ethan Page taps out. Miro moves on.
Great matchup, and he will have belt eventually.
And then we got Dante Martin. And then we got Dante Martin cutting a promo, and that leads us to him versus Mox for this Friday's Rampage. So
there's that.
Dante Martin.
Let me find the promo. It'll be played over the phone, obviously, but
But this isn't perfect world, is it? And you made sure of that. So this week, the man will go down, and we will be redeemed.
This is a guy that has given all credit to somebody else for his success. And then, he's the first person to blame somebody else for his downfall. You know who I pray to, Miro? The man in the freaking mirror. All ego Ethan Page is the only thing and person and being that I truly, truly believe in. Buddy, Jesus wears a chain with Ethan Page on the cross. I am the holier than thou being in AEW, and you...
Buddy Jesus, where's Ethan Page on the cross? I heard that. I'm like, push this fucking man.
Well, we got a competitive match out of it, so it wasn't a squash.
Again, for you folks to check, it's the Road to St. Louis. It's the first thing they covered. The package itself speaks for itself.
Oh,
the vignette itself speaks for itself. It's a great build-up package.
And then we got Tony Storm versus Britt Baker, which was one hell of a contest, and to my delight, Tony Storm wins! Tony Storm wins!
Which sets up Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa, which was booked at Forbidden Door. So we're going to get that on Pop-A-View, everybody.
Should be one hell of a match.
Yep.
And then we got backstage a promo with Stokely Hathaway, a.k.a. Chuck Taylor TM. And he was saying, hey, there's going to be an open challenge for the TBS title. And who would immediately accept but everyone's favorite bright and shiny wrestler, Willow Nightingale.
Hashtag sign Willow.
So happy. She looks so happy.
She reminds me of Bayley back in NXT. She just has that positivity about her, like that genuine positivity that just radiates through an arena. Just how can you not just feel happy when she's around? You just want to hug her. Just want to give her a Gino. Just
be ready to take a suplex.
Probably yes. They'll be worth it. Goddammit.
Enigmas. I want Miro and Ishii to just hit each other till they explode. Yes.
Well, you have to pay up your ducats for Forbidden Door then.
Because apparently it's a multi-man match. From what they announced, what I heard, what they announced was it's Tomohiko Honma versus Clark Connors, which will be a great match, but I did not hear anything else.
There's also going to be Ishii versus someone.
Yeah.
And the winners will face each other, and then the winner goes to Forbidden Door.
Yes.
Miro should cut a promo on Ishii. My God, it seems my God favors you now, Ishii, because he gave me a neck of sand, while he gave you no neck.
That now begs the question, can you lock in the game over on a man with no neck?
That's a very good question. Don't know if we're going to find out, though.
Find out next time on AEW.
You were going to say Dragon Ball Z, weren't you?
Moving on.
It's okay to admit. Come on.
White attacks the Hangman in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, Hangman said, well, this is what happened. Adam Cole, being a prick, says that you're still not facing Jay White. I am. Jay White pops up, cracks Hangman with a Hangman Page with the belt, with the IWGP belt. Says, "Hey, buddy, you're not facing me." Looks at Adam, who's saying, Bullet Club versus Elite. Is like, no, you're not. I'm not facing you. You're not facing me either, buddy.
And then Adam Cole his heart breaks.
See, he chugs it up.
He did.
He chugs it up. He got ahead of himself, and
he got ahead of himself, all cocky. He didn't do anything. All he said was, "I'm facing Jay White," and Jay White went, "Nope," chugs.
Oh, I got something. Oh, don't worry, Adam, old buddy, old pal of mine. I got something for you to do at Forbidden Door, and pulls out a deck of Uno cards.
Damn it! Damn it!
And then he's like, "Oh, and I also got some opponents. You might recognize them." And then you hear the following announcement has been paid for by Left Right, Left Right.
Yeah!
That's why Claudio and Breeze make their AEW debut.
Oh.
No, better yet. It's not. It's Breeze, but instead of Claudio, it's Big Tony.
No, boys. Oh, I just got an epiphany now. What if, like, we've been speculating all week, thinking, it's going to be Jay White versus Omega, and if that is what it is, fair. But there's a part of me that's thinking, no, Jay White versus Claudio Castagnoli.
That'll be one hell of a way to debut. I'm like, I'm actually not going to defend this belt against anyone. And then Tony Schiavone just fires up, "I just got word in the back from Tony Khan that you will be defending your title, and it's against this man. Let's go out. Let's go on." Claudio's right behind Jay White. Roof flies off.
Yes!
Better yet, Claudio's in the ring, sitting down, drinking a cup of coffee.
Because it's very European. Oh, no. He's sitting down, drinking his coffee. Jay White's like, "Who the hell? Why are you drinking a coffee?" Because it's very European. Uppercut. Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, TK. I'm giving you this shit for free.
I would have gone for Big Tony, but then I realized no one would want to wrestle Big Tony.
Why not?
Why
Because
not?
nobody wants to fuck. Because everyone's scared of Big Tony. Nobody wants to fuck with him. As soon as he appears, everybody, even Jay White's like, "Hey, Big Tony, mate, I don't want any problems with you. Please, I have nothing but respect for you, Big Tony. Here, you want the title? Here, you can have it. Just don't hurt me, please."
Hold on, what about Ishii? He would fight Big Tony.
Even Easy doesn't want any part of him.
Oh, come on, he's Ishii. He literally fights everyone on the streets.
Big Tony's not from the streets. He's in waste management. Even Eddie wouldn't fight Big Tony.
Oh, come on. Eddie fights people for looking at him weirdly.
All
No. It would be a respectful fight, though. Hey, iron sharpens iron. There's respect there.
I don't respect Claudio Castagnoli. He's just like CM Punk. But Big Tony, I got nothing respect for him. The streets recognize real recognize real. See you out there, baby. Then we're gonna go to the bodega. Then we're gonna go to the bodega, get some chopped cheese sandwiches the Aki way.
Sure.
All right, so
I saw those videos on TikTok. Come on.
Don't
got-
forget the Bev.
Never.
And then we got information that Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland are going to set the record straight tonight. See what that's all about.
$2 says he's turning heel.
Oh, yeah. Swerve already called Keith Lee dead weight on Twitter.
So no betrayal missiles.
I'm gonna have them ready just in case. Call it a hunch.
And it was then announced that next week we're getting Ospreay and Aussie Open versus Orange Cassidy and RPG Vice.
Nice.
So we're getting Chaos versus the United Empire on Dynamite.
Yep.
Faction
Yeah, folks, if you think I got something to say, no, this is awesome. I'm just like,
Good old-fashioned warfare is what I say.
Yeah. Ain't
Very,
nothing wrong
very,
with that.
very New Japan booking right there.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be a New Japan show without any butt ton of multi-man matches.
Should also know that tonight on Rampage, we're getting Max and the Ass Boys taking on Bear Country and former NXT North American Champion Leo Ruff.
That skinny bastard?
Yeah, the same.
The guy who, when he put on the belt, it fell down.
Because he's skinny. Oh, God. Skinny boy match. Leon Ruff versus Cheeseburger. Do it! Book it!
No, triple threat. Leon Ruff versus Cheeseburger versus Colin Delaney.
Now, he's gone buff these past several years.
Yeah, I was thinking more
Yeah, that's
Marco
right.
Stunt, maybe?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Colin is real buff these days.
Yeah, ever
Yeah.
since, he's been buff for actually a while now. Like, all it took was a few years after he left ECW, and he wasted no time lifting them weights. Like, he got buff real quick.
Banging and clanging.
Hotter than Batman. So says Jim Gordon.
And if there's anyone who knows anything about being buff, it's Jim Gordon.
Especially if you've played Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, because Jim Gordon is fucking swole in that game.
He is.
Even more swole than Batman.
He probably stares in the mirror going, I am buff, I am the stuff, and the girls can't get enough.
Commissioner, the Riddler sent you another riddle. What is it? Ah, sorry, I can't hear you, Batman. I'm too busy getting my swole on. Ugh. Yeah. Gotta get these guns ready for the gun show, Batman. Yeah.
And, of course, in our main events, we had the Young Bucks defeat Jurassic Express in a ladder match to win the All Elite Wrestling World Tag Team Championships.
Ow. Fuck the match.
There are quite a few nasty bumps here, yeah.
Ooh. Oof.
I don't want to sound like I'm being disingenuous or anything, but I'm actually glad the Hardys got taken out of this match. The
You know
pace
what?
was
Same here. Pace was just right.
yeah, it was nobody looked slow, nobody looked like they were just barely keeping up. The Bucks and Jurassic Express were keeping good pace with each other, and
They were.
unfortunately the Hardys would look like they were moving in slow motion compared to them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a match set up where a lot of the time they're setting up the tables and the weapons to keep everything moving nice and chugging along while the other guys sold and stuff. You know, something like that, so it's not as obvious. But
Yeah.
what
From
we
I've
got,
read-
I'm okay with.
Also, from what I've read, up until recently, it seemed like the Hardy Boys were supposed to win this match, and then everything happened between Double or Nothing and this.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Essentially the betrayal, the last part of the program, the post show, was to say the same, but the motivation of it would have been the Hardys winning the belts.
Yeah, it would have really stung hard with Christian that the Hardys got over on his boys.
Yeah, especially because, one of his biggest rivals throughout the decades. But, this second best thing.
And the
Oh,
loss
yeah,
still
what-
sucked, and you could still say motivation, the motivation and everything else. I'm still handled with losers, and so is Jungle Boy. Fucking loser. So
Someone on Twitter actually thought this was a long-term plan by Christian to screw over Jurassic Express.
I read that. Like, it starts with him losing in the Battle Royal. He joins them to help him out and just starts throwing little barbs, booking matches, all this stuff. If that was the case, fucking master plan on a long-term plan.
And Jayden Guts says Jurassic Express had the third longest reign with the belt in AEW, so nothing to sneeze at.
No, nothing at all.
Very good, very decent reign.
Yeah. People are saying it was the worst reign ever. Folks, we've seen WWE tag title runs worse than this.
And what's interesting is that almost every defense was a throwaway match up until this one. So that's definitely a more unique title run if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. But of course...
And of course, Matty, do you have I believe it's Firefly button?
You know what? We already hit the portrayal cannon off air, of course. But I do believe I can have that load up in a second if you allow me. Go for it.
Curse your son by inevitable betrayal.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Thank you.
Christian Cage, Unprettier, Jim Ross, you son of a bitch.
He's got no heart. He's black inside. He's a son of a bitch. That's just what he is. He's a son of a bitch, and he's wrong for what he did.
And as he leaves, he's shooting. He's shit talking the parent, the family. You know, he's gonna eat this birthday cake through a straw like a piece of shit. He rose a piece of shit.
But he's got great hair.
Christian Cage is back. All hail douchebag heel Christian Cage.
The instant classic has truly returned.
Oh, buddy.
Also, it's been a decade, Matty. Come on. Over a decade now. It's the kill switch.
I thought I did say kill switch.
You said I'm prettier.
I said kill switch.
Shin?
I said kill switch.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was busy drinking root beer.
Chat? You heard him.
It's the
Switch
same thing.
chat?
Unprettier and kill switch are the fucking same anyway. I said kill switch.
You just called it skill switch.
It's fucking me, okay? And Nick, don't blame me. Enigma Jinx.
Rico heard it. Rico heard it.
God damn it. Thank you, Mike.
Mike Shaw, stop doing this. Stop telling lies. And God says he wasn't listening. What the hell?
Enigma, you jinxed me earlier. Laughing
stuck
about
on
the fact that
Prettier.
I didn't fuck up.
Ha! I win! I am the winner! Someone give
Move
me a
on
new
before I
championship
Dave
belt.
your ass again.
Someone give me a championship belt. Give me a new one. Somebody.
No, dude,
I
you
deserve
got
it.
your TV belt. You lucky fuck. You got the TV belt. Put that on.
No, someone give me a new belt.
Oh, you can get a new belt, all right. The hobo title worn by that hobo Matt Paven or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
His name is The Trend, Matt Taven. Hashtag
Who?
follow the trend.
Who?
Crack Taven?
The former IWGP World Tag Team Champion with Mike Bennett.
Frack Craven? Folks, we will never let down Matt Taven winning at MSG being the one
And
thing that
Slickworks
fucked
says-
up Ring of Honor. That fucked up Ring of Honor.
That was Bubba Ray.
He
and that was
fucked up
Billy Ray.
Ring of Honor. Don't
What did he do wrong?
Don't
What did he
blame
do
Bully
wrong?
Ray on that one. Matt
What did he do
Taven
wrong?
fucked up Ring of Honor.
What did he do wrong?
He won the Ring of Honor world title. But in fairness, it could have been Marty Skrull, and that would have been even worse.
Yes.
Slick Rick saying Matty was watching Pretty Cure with Cure earlier. That's why he said it pretty. Why would you insult Cure like that? Cure's not here.
Now, Kier Crystal's not here. He's cool, I thought.
Yeah. And for the record, I don't watch Pretty Cure.
Not your type of
Religiously.
magical girl show? Not your type of magical girl show?
I'm more of a cutie honey kind of guy.
Ah, okay.
So he was watching Pretty Cure with Cure while listening to Cure.
The Cure. He's listening to The Cure.
Yeah, okay. Fair.
And hey,
Moving
it's
on.
Friday. And it's Friday. Get it?
No.
Some of you get it.
I'm blanking.
Yeah, same here.
Some of you get it. Some of you old goth heads listen to The Cure. You get it.
Apparently Guts got I boo that joke. He says, "All right, fair." That's me right now. That's me, pretty much me, and Anyway. Moving on, T-Dub. Moving on.
Moving on, and we got Slammiversary coming up tomorrow night. Yes.
Yipper, June 19th from the Asylum in Nashville, Tennessee, the original home of TNA, now Impact Wrestling. Got the card right here. The pre-show has 2 matches. Rich Swann defending the Impact Digital Media World Championship against Brian Myers.
Due to the fact that, unfortunately, Matt Cardona is legitimately injured, he even had to give up the NWA World's Heavyweight title, which is recently won once again by Trevor Murdoch.
And a hearty congratulations to that gentleman as well. And a reverse battle royal, so, Russo bollocks at the end of our anniversary. It only makes sense. The participants are yet to be announced at this time.
And for anyone who, I saw quite a few people complaining about the reverse battle royal, but number 1, pre-show. Number 2, they know what they're doing with this. They know it was a bad concept, but they're paying tribute to their entire history, even the bad parts.
Let's be honest. It's Slammiversary. It's a nostalgia thing, and you know what? It's harmless. It's literally a nostalgia pop. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few names thrown in there. The main card frozen starts with the Influence, Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood defending the Impact Knockout title against Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie.
I like to see Rosemary and Taya have their own with the belts, have some fun, sort of rock and sock style comedic stuff.
Shenanigans?
Yes, shenanigans as a tag team, unlikely partners and all that.
A 10-man tag featuring Otter and Amore, Eddie Edwards, Mike Bennett, PCO, Vincent, and some douchebag we don't fucking like. Taking on Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Frankie Kazarian, the former Brutus Magnus, a.k.a. the National Treasure Nick Aldis, and a 5th partner to be announced.
James Storm. I'm calling James Storm.
He just came back. We need to see him back. Venom Matt Morgan.
Yeah, I think he's done. He's just being a mayor. I'm with T-Dub. I'm thinking James Storm. Makes sense. And I'll pop for hearing sorry about your damn luck one time. The Briscoes, Jay Martin. Right. What?
You skipped a match.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sami Callihan's taking on Moose in a Monsters Ball match, going with the theme of the evening. There's a TNA classic.
Oh, yes. Now I expect Sami Callihan to get his full vengeance here.
Enigma's calling Chris Harris. Ah!
Well, he was already on TV a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, it's not him. Just red herring.
Yeah.
All to say that is, hey, Enigma, knock, knock. Who's there? Brain Walker. I'm going to knock your brains in.
Oh, man, this guy sucks! No, wait. I got to do it. Ah, crap. This guy fucking sucks. God damn it.
That joke sucks, McBain.
No. You suck. You suck, Brain Walker. Yeah, that really sucked. Hey, moving on. Briscoes take on Good Brothers Impact World title. The champs are them boys.
Them boys.
I expect Briscoes to retain and bring the belts home to their children.
Tell you what, though, that was a well-built feud.
Especially last week when they went to the farm.
Oh, that was a slice of awesome right there. We need more Taka Chopamania.
Oh, if only. But hey, we got the Good Brothers on commentary this week, so...
That was fun. That was the hoots. Now, they did a King of the Mountain, but they're not doing that this year. For the Impact Women's Championship, the Impact Knockouts title, Queen of the Mountain. Tasha Steele defends against Chelsea Green, Deon Purrazzo, Jordan Grace, and Mia Yim. Mickey James serving as the special guest enforcer.
I'm leaning towards Mia Yim, personally.
I'd expect Shelton Benjamin to cause interference because he doesn't want Mia Yim to win.
Well, he can't appear on the Impact pay-per-view because he's still under contract with WWE.
He's under contract with the Fed.
He has a good enough reason to interfere.
No.
Which is
because of what Mia Yim called him.
And that is
Shelton.
And please explain to the chat why that's such a grievous offense.
You have to say his whole fucking name. It's Shelton Benjamin.
No. You gotta do it like this. Shelton Benjamin.
There you go.
You gotta do it right. And yes, this is still a white man talking. Just saying, yeah.
Renico just asked what a reverse battle royal is.
All right, so
okay.
Reverse battle royal starts with 30 people on the outside. First 15 have to fight their way into the ring, and then it turns to a regular battle royal. And then when we get down to the final 2 participants, it turns into a one-on-one rules match.
It's a battle royal that was Russo'd. Literally, that was during the Russo era.
It was during a time where they were just throwing anything out there to be unique.
And when Wrestling Observer Newsletter Worst Match of the Year.
Yep.
For every Ultimate X, there's a reverse battle royal.
Speaking of Ultimate X, Ultimate X, Impact X Division Championship, Ace Austin of Bullet Club fame.
Hold on. We have to explain King of the Mountain rules to JCR.
So it is a reverse ladder match. In the strictest of sense, that's what it is. When you climb the ladder to get the belt, instead you take the belt and you go on and you hook it to the hook where you would put the belt on. First person to do that with the championship wins the match and the belt.
However,
but first you have to qualify to put the belt on the hook.
You get rid of the qualification at that point.
Nope, you have to qualify to win. You have to make your opponent pin. You have to pin your opponent or make them tap out. And if you are pinned or you tap out, you are sent for 2 minutes to the penalty box.
That fucking part was fucking stupid, and they know it.
Yep.
But you have to do it if you want to go all the way with King/Queen of the Mountain. If anyone wants to watch a good version of this match, like a classic, I would recommend 2005 or 2007's King of the Mountain matches. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Those are some good ones.
Yeah. Ace Austin, Kenny King, Mike Bailey, Trey Miguel, Jack Evans, and Alex Zane, by the way, make the situation for the Ultimate X match. And that's a ladder match without the fucking ladder. If we have to explain fucking that, watch more Impact.
It's not as accessible as it used to be. So yeah, it's a match. Yeah, for anyone who has never watched Ultimate X, there are 4 cables on the turnbuckles. You have to climb the cables all the way across, and you have to do perfect balancing and just grab the belt off from the X. And there's actually a good bit of storytelling going to this match. You got Kenny King representing Honor No More. You got Mike Bailey representing Canada. You got Trey Miguel trying to get back that title. Jack Evans trying to regain relevancy. You had Alex Zane, who in New Japan befriended Ace Austin before Ace Austin betrayed him and joined Bullet Club.
And I got Ace Austin, who is Ace Austin.
Representing the Biz Cliz.
Yipper.
So there's a lot going on here.
In the main event, Josh Alexander defends the Impact Heavyweight Championship of the World against Eric Young.
Ooh, this will be a good match. Battle of the Bald Badasses.
The Bald Canadian Badasses. They're both Canadian, as a matter of fact.
Well, Eric Young's lived in the U.S. for like the past 10 years.
Who cares?
I suppose if you say he's Canadian, I suppose it counts. Nevertheless, should be a banger.
Yep, let's see. Eric Young, born 1979, is a Canadian professional wrestler born in Florence, Ontario, Canada. So he is Canadian.
Bub?
Suck it, T-Dub. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's the show. Should be a banger. I got nothing. I was like, okay.
Yep. Pay-per-view tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If anyone is interested in viewing it.
It is available on Fight. You should watch it.
And I suppose, is it time?
But I believe, unless we got anything else to add to it, though, we had a long list of shit to talk about.
I'm glad we started early then.
Yeah, I mean, we're that extra few minutes, that extra 15 definitely helped. Well, I got nothing else. If Shin, you got anything else, bud?
I got spit.
Oh, all right, you're about to spit something out of D cell, I'm sure. Time for winners and losers.
Yeah, D-Cell Award. It wasn't going to go to anyone specific, but after the opening tonight, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. You could have easily just cut a heartfelt promo just to kind of say, yeah, I fucked up, I did some bad things, and I'm going to step away for a bit. But no, you decided to do a fucking ratings pop, and for what? A 5-minute promo just welcoming people to SmackDown? Dude, this is your way
Literally to get people to watch your show. How fucking desperate is that?
Yeah. That's just ridiculous. At least with MJF, when we were on bated breath to see what he said, and he cut a 10 to 15 minute scathing promo as one of the greatest promos of all time. Just Vince, yeah. Just no. As for losers, WWE for just all of the shit. Just all of the shit. Just losing Sasha Banks, Randy Orton going down, the whole thing with Vince, and breaking up Mustache Mountain. I'll still never forgive them for that. That's stupid, and I hated it. Who else? Unfortunately, Jeffrey Nero Hardy for... I'm not even that big a fan of Jeff Hardy, but I just want him to get some help, because he must have some deep psychological issues where he's been doing this for like the last 20 plus years in over 3 companies. And like we said, he's going to end up like Tammy Stitch or worse. And I don't want to see him get to the or worst part. And that's all I got.
T-Dub?
Gotta give my losers to Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, Kevin Dunn, and Jeff Hardy. All for reasons we are all well acquainted with at this point.
Vince McMahon for obvious reasons. Johnny Ace, oh, you're fucked, pal. And Jeff Hardy. And I'm beyond the past the hoping he gets help. Dude, get help or go to fuck the jail. And stay away from booze and cars, for fuck's sake. We do not need another Sunny this year. Or any year. Same fucking county, too.
Yeah, we didn't even need one Sunny.
How fucked up is that?
Yeah, one Sunny was already too much.
That's just bad. And Vince, not only for what's going on, but the balls of getting another ratings pop before fucking off. Seriously, buddy? Fucking A. Winners. Let's do that.
AEW for putting on another banger week and setting up Forbidden Door with a lot of with matches we already know is going to be bangers. Tonight's Rampage is probably going to be a banger too. I'm looking at you, D-Mar. I love D-Mar. I genuinely love D-Mar. Sasha Banks hopefully escaping WWE and actually going on to being the superstar we know she should be treated as such. Ninja Turtles, the Shredder's Revenge. Oh my goodness! It's been 2 days and I still love playing this fucking game. It is amazing. And by the way, turns out that the members of Wu-Tang Clan were actually Raekwon the Chef and Ghostface Killer singing it.
Oh, okay. It's no Riz, no
Nice.
I think they produced it, but I'm not sure. Also, the person who sung the theme song to the game, the frontman for Faith No More.
Nice.
Really?
Yep.
Mike Patton?
Yep, he sings the intro.
God, they got an all-star cast. They pulled out the big pocketbook for this.
Yes, they did.
They pulled out all the stops.
God, I'm going to actually go pick this game up sometime.
You should. It's $25. It's worth it.
Is it on Switch?
What you think I've been playing it on, Matty?
Nice.
You think I'm just gonna?
And I know it's on PS4, so I got the to say it in French, l'embarras du choix.
Whatever you said.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, there was another winner.
Come on, man. You know Shin's from Texas, not Louisiana.
Who can... Dave!
There was another non-wrestling winner. I'm trying to remember.
Is it Maximilian Dude?
He's generally always a winner, but it's somebody
yeah.
else. If it comes to me, I'll say it. Oh, wait, it just came back to me. Ace Vane for that amazing...
Yes!
for that Shazam versus Black Adam short he did.
Finally, Black Adam has come back. He literally does Black Adam as The Rock. Not Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
The Black Adam says this. You Rudy Boo Jabronis, come in here and you don't have the audacity to introduce yourselves. What are your names?
Well, my name's Billy.
It doesn't matter what your name is. Oh, you diabolical bastard.
You know, that's rude as fuck.
Wait, what was rude as fuck?
You interrupt.
It doesn't matter if it was rude as fuck.
Black Adam says you shall know your role and shut your mouth.
And those are all my winners.
Teed up.
Of course, I gave one for Ace Vane for that. Excellent stuff. I really have to watch more of his stuff. Every time I watch an Ace Vane video, it's always fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. Of course, I give one to AEW for how they handled Jeff Hardy's situation, about as well as anyone could. And I think, like, hopefully the suspension and being forced into rehab or being forced out of wrestling, essentially, will finally, after all these decades, be the kick in the pants he needs to finally get his shit in order.
It should be mentioned that a suspension means he's still under contract. He can't go to anybody else with a TV show. So, smart.
Yeah. And, of course, to all the build-up towards Forbidden Door and One Impact Wrestling for lasting 20 years. Every year, people would say, oh, this is the final year of Impact. Oh, this is the final year. They're totally going to shut it down now.
You know how close it got? 2018 when they were in Ottawa. Anyone remember the El Patron's fuck-up of a promo?
Oh, yeah. And they
thank God I was not there for that.
And they survived all of it. Through all the bullshit, through all of the regimes, they survived it all, still going today. Those are my winners.
For me, AEW, just this week in general was a good one for him. Dax versus Ospreay was match of the night for me. Ethan Page for that fucking promo and, showing up to work and, Miro had a banger. And Wardlow, if nothing else, powerbomb with sympathy. Leopold. You get the gimmick. And I got to throw one from Russell Ops on Twitter. Vince McMahon, this was obviously before he showed up, but Vince McMahon tonight on SmackDown.
Even though many of you believe that currently the favorite pastime in the Oral Office is swallow the leader, I did not. I repeat, I did not sleep with...
You get the idea. That's what they shared.
I was up.
Oh, Nate! That's pretty much it. That's the show, folks. We're done here. We gotta plug some stuff first, but Coach Shin, T-Dub, do your thing.
Yeah, still having computer issues, but you can still look at my old stuff on my YouTube channel, Max Corn, on YouTube for all the War Mahor lore videos. They've got some new. Privateer Press just came out and said they're bringing out another new book, so I got plenty to read, and hopefully, if I get my computer issues settled soon, I'll be able to get back to recording, and I'll have to re-record my Marvel Champions playthrough with Spider-Man versus the Rhino. If you want to support the channel and help me fix my computer and fix my teeth, paypal.com/Shintigercurl, Cash App is $Shintigercurl, patreon.com/Shintigercurl, and of course follow me on Twitter at Shintigercurl. And that's all I got.
I always plug the Twitters, you know me. T-Dub.
Recently, just earlier today, released my review for Def Jam Vendetta. So be sure to check that out. And of course, if you want to see any videos early, where do they go, Matty?
Patreon.com/GWK Reviews. And that's where you go. You want to see that video just a little early. Even $1 gets you that access. You have my PayPal. You have my PayPal tip jar. PayPal.me/MattyJ316. You can follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWKOfficial, and as Shintigercurl says, at Shintigercurl.com. Sorry, Guts, we didn't get your emails. Again, word salad. There's a lot of text. Wallow text. So keep them short and sweet. But we did receive them. Sorry we couldn't read them this week, obviously. But anyone want to send any questions to Wrestle-Cast at gmail.com. Keep them short, sweet, evergreen. Well, we'll read them if we can. Obviously, tonight we did not, and I'm just glad we had the extra 15 minutes now. Discord merch, all that good stuff at the bottom of the screen on the Twitch, and of course the Discord is on the bottom of the screen for the RVT stuff. I try to show up. Sometimes I don't. But, yeah. But that's going to do the thing. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for so much for tuning in and all that good stuff on behalf of Shintigercurl.
He chugs it up.
He did. He did. And TWK.
Yeah, whatever. I guess this is the end of the show. Whatever. Thumbs up.
And you know the crazy part is he's doing Dax doing OC. My name's Matty J. Remind you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. Don't chugs it up, for God's sakes. It's Adam Cole's job. Have a good one, have a safe one, enjoy Rampage, and enjoy Slammiversary if you so choose to watch it. Until next week, have a good one, have a safe one. Bye! Everybody, bye!
Ladies and gentlemen, shit's about to hit the fan.
Meanwhile, at WWE World Headquarters.